Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, December 9th, 2024. One suspect was arrested on suspicion of starting a 2-acre brush fire that burned in Morongo Valley on Saturday. The Morongo Valley Fire Department received a call reporting smoke near 29 Palms Highway and Lanning Road at around 3:30 p.m., and when fire crews arrived, they found a slowly spreading brush fire with a significant potential for growth. The Morongo Valley Fire Department described the blaze as approximately 2 acres burning near Hawk Valley Road. The Morongo Valley Fire Department received assistance from CAL FIRE, San Bernardino County Fire, the Bureau of Land Management, and assistance from a CAL FIRE aircraft to extinguish the blaze. No injuries were reported and no structures were damaged. The Sheriff's Department identified the suspect in the arson as James Moretti, a 49-year-old resident of Cathedral City. Deputies say that he confronted fire personnel armed with a knife, threatened them, and prevented them from engaging with the fire. Deputies say they saw Moretti using an open flame device in one hand to start additional fires, while still wielding a knife in the other, and that he disobeyed commands to drop what he was holding. Deputies say they used force to subdue Moretti, and that he was taken into custody, then transported to a local area hospital for treatment. James Moretti was arrested on suspicion of arson, making criminal threats and making threats to public officers, resisting arrest, and exhibiting a deadly weapon. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center on $70,000 bail. A traffic stop in 29 Palms led to 3 arrests, including a convicted felon alleged to be in possession of drugs and ammunition, and 2 people with active felony warrants. On Wednesday at around 11 p.m., a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle near 29 Palms Highway and Charlotte Road in 29 Palms. Deputies identified a person in the vehicle as Andrew Cardiel, a 52-year-old resident of 29 Palms, and say that he was found to be in possession of ammunition and methamphetamine. As a convicted felon, Cardiel is prohibited from being in possession of any kind of weapon or ammunition. Deputies conducted a search of Cardiel's home in 29 Palms, during which they contacted Tasha Perellis, a 44-year-old resident of 29 Palms, and Catherine Walter, a 39-year-old resident of 29 Palms, both of whom have active warrants for felony charges related to car theft. Andrew Cardiel was arrested on suspicion of being a felon in possession of ammunition and controlled substances and is being held on $30,000 bail. Tasha Perellis was arrested for her felony warrant and is being held on $40,000 bail. Catherine Walter was arrested for her felony warrant and is being held without bail. The primary suspect in a fatal hit-and-run collision in January will not return to court until early next year. Here is reporter Adeline J. Wells with more on the case.
Troy Reynolds, the suspect in a hit-and-run collision that killed a local teenager early this year, returned to court for an early disposition hearing on the morning of Friday, December 6th. Reynolds is accused of striking Yucca Valley teenager Joshua Barreras with a truck and fleeing the scene on the evening of January 26th. Barreras was found lying unresponsive on the center median of 29 Palms Highway near Avalon Avenue. He was pronounced deceased at the High Desert Medical Center later that night. Attorneys for the prosecution and defense jointly requested a continuation of the hearing until February. As District Attorney Jason Gutzlow told Judge Sarah Oliver, quote, "We have been in regular contact. We are still working towards negotiations with the hope to resolve the case," end quote. The defense received the probation sentencing report from Attorney Gutzlow prior to the hearing. Reynolds' next court date is scheduled for February 18th, 2025. Troy Reynolds is charged with felony hit and run resulting in permanent injury or death. He is currently out on $500,000 bail. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
Tonight, folks in Landers will rank a number of community issues in order of importance. The Landers Homestead Valley Association will use the exercise to establish and prioritize the association's aims for 2025. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here with details.
Tonight's 5 p.m. community meeting takes place at Belfield Hall on Ritchie Road, 3 blocks east of Landers Post Office. Among the issues that attendees will try to rank are the reopening of the long-shuttered Fire Station 19 in Landers, adequate staffing at Landers' increasingly busy post office, law enforcement issues like squatting, illegal narcotics and dumping, highway safety, road maintenance, and others. The public is welcome at tonight's hour-long meeting. Go to this story at Z107.7fm.com to see the complete agenda. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
Continuing this week, expect road closures on 29 Palms Highway east of 29 Palms as Caltrans conducts overlay work on the state highway. Lanes may be reduced to one lane at a time with flagging operations and traffic escorts on 29 Palms Highway between Gopher Grove Road and Gold Crown Road. Crews will work at various locations within the project zone between 7 a.m. and 5 p.m. this week. The Morongo Unified School District has received another prestigious Golden Bell Award from the California School Boards Association, recognizing MUSD's innovative partnership with the Groundwork Arts program. Reporter Gabriel Hart tells us more about the Groundwork Arts origin leading to MUSD's partnership that bridged critical gaps in arts education for the district students.
Launched in 2019, the Groundworks Art Program originated in response to a 2017 review of MUSD's Local Control and Accountability Plan and site surveys, which identified significant barriers to arts education such as uneven access, financial limitations, time constraints, and lack of credentialed art teachers in the rural Morongo Basin. To address these issues, the San Bernardino Board of Supervisors commissioned the Morongo Basin Strategic Plan for Culture and Arts in 2018, developed with input from over 500 community partners, including MUSD and Groundwork Arts. The plan emphasized the need for expanded arts education. Through this collaboration, MUSD leveraged Groundwork Arts' network of local artists and organizations to implement a program that enriches students' cultural experiences and ensures equitable access to arts education. The program uses a unique two-pronged approach to bring local art and artists into the classroom. First, monthly artist spotlight videos introduce elementary students to Morongo Basin artists and their work, providing inspiration and context for creative projects. Next, teaching artists visit classrooms, leading hands-on art activities inspired by the chosen local artists. The program also provides students opportunities to display their work in public spaces, such as school exhibitions and community events hosted by organizations like Joshua Tree National Park and the 29 Palms Visitor Center. Earlier this year, student-created artwork was featured in Freedom Plaza in 29 Palms. The installation, titled Signs of Courage, showcased large-scale signs adorned with positive affirmations and graphic designs. MUSD's Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education, Amy Wood, said, quote, "Through the partnership of art and education, we open doors to worlds once unseen. For every student who dreams beyond their circumstance, this is not just an opportunity, it's a promise that the world is theirs to explore, to shape, and to own," unquote. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
The City of 29 Palms invites residents to its annual Holiday Light Tour, which spreads festive cheer and showcases community spirit. Whether you want to share your beautifully decorated home or compete for prizes, this event is your chance to light up the season. Reporter Hillary Sloan has more.
29 Palms residents, get ready to illuminate the holidays. Participation is free and open to all within city limits. Decorate your home's exterior with dazzling lights, creative themes, and holiday magic. When registering on the website, you can choose how you'd like to participate. You can register your address for the community's self-guided tour or register for the competition. The judging will take place on December 17th and 18th at 6 p.m. For the best chance to win, participants in the judge competition must ensure their decorations, lights, and animatronics are operational during the judging times. Judges will view the displays from the street during a drive-by assessment, and there are prizes for first, second, third place winners. Winners will be announced on Friday, December 20th. Register your home today to spread joy to neighbors and visitors alike. For more details and to sign up, visit 29palms.org or contact Community Events Coordinator Scott Clinkscales at 760-367-7562. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
The Yucca Valley High School Lady Trojan basketball team suffered a tough loss Friday night, losing in overtime 47-43 to Rancho Verde High School at the Redlands East Valley Tournament. Senior Taylor Monroy paced the team with 14 points, while sophomore Kennedy Golden followed with 9 points and sophomore Camilla Medina added 8 points. The squad travels to Xavier Prep High School in Palm Desert today for a 4 p.m. matchup. And finally, the Yucca Valley High School varsity boys soccer team played a non-league preseason game in Victorville at Lakeview Leadership Academy on Friday, winning 7-0. Their next game is another preseason away game at Lucerne Valley on Wednesday. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z1077 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.